Home Alone Horror, The Dark Reunion. It had been 25 years since Kevin McAllister's infamous solo adventure. The McAllister family had long since moved on, but the memories of that chaotic Christmas still lingered. When the family decided to reunite for the holidays, they chose the same house in Chicago, hoping to relive old times. As they arrived, the house seemed smaller, but the festive atmosphere remained. However, Kevin wasn't there to greet them. He had built a life far removed from the chaos of his childhood. Yet, as the family settled in, strange occurrences began to plague them. Doors creaked open on their own, and the sound of little footsteps echoed down the hallways. At first they dismissed it as the old house settling, but soon the events became more frequent and intense. It was as if someone or something was trying to get their attention. One by one, the family members started to vanish. At first, they thought it was just someone playing a prickly joke, but as the night wore on, the disappearances became more sinister. The family stumbled upon old booby traps, eerily similar to the ones Kevin had set up decades ago. As they frantically searched for their missing loved ones, they realized that the traps weren't just harmless pranks. They were deadly. The family was being hunted, just like the wet bandits all those years ago. In the basement, they found a series of twisted notes, seemingly from Kevin, but as they read on, they realized that these weren't just playful messages. They were warnings, telling them to get out while they still could. The family soon discovered that Kevin's adventure had awakened a dark presence. The house had become a nexus for malevolent forces, and they were the latest victims. As the night wore on, the McAllisters were forced to fight for survival. In the end, only one member of the family remained. As she stumbled out of the house, she saw Kevin standing in the window, his eyes black as coal. He mouthed a single word: "Welcome home." The darkness consumed her, and the house became quiet once more, waiting for its next victim. The curse of the McAllisters' house. The McAllister family had always been known for their eccentricities and their sprawling mansion on the outskirts of Chicago. But after Kevin's infamous adventure, the house became a magnet for strange occurrences. People whispered about the cursed house, where a young boy's ingenuity and resourcefulness had turned into a nightmare for the wet bandits. Years went by, and the house changed hands several times. Each family that moved in would experience inexplicable events: doors slamming shut, eerie laughter echoing through the halls, and an unshakable feeling of being watched. Some claimed to have seen the ghostly figure of a young boy, always lurking in the shadows. One stormy night, a brave paranormal investigator, James, decided to explore the mansion. As he stepped inside, he felt an icy chill run down his spine. The air was thick with an otherworldly presence. James began to set up his equipment, determined to capture some evidence of the paranormal activity. Suddenly the lights flickered, and the sound of little footsteps echoed down the hallway. James followed the sound to the basement, where he found an old, dusty room filled with Kevin's booby traps. As he examined the contraptions, he stumbled upon an old journal belonging to Kevin. The journal revealed a dark secret. Kevin's adventures had unleashed a malevolent entity, one that fed on fear and chaos. The entity had been dormant, waiting for the perfect host to awaken it. James realized that he was now a part of this twisted game. As the night wore on, James encountered all manner of terrifying phenomena. The entity toyed with him, manipulating the booby traps and forcing James to relive Kevin's adventures. But this time there was no escaping the danger. In a desperate bid to survive, James used his knowledge of the house to outsmart the entity. He rigged up a trap of his own, one that would banish the malevolent force back to the depths of darkness. As the storm raged outside, James confronted the entity in a heart-pumping, adrenaline-fueled showdown. In the end, James emerged victorious, but shaken. As he left the mansion, he knew that the curse of the McAllister's house was far from broken. The entity was still out there, waiting for its next victim. The house stood tall, a monolith of mystery and terror, its secrets buried within its crumbling walls. The lost city of Z. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, Dr. Maria Rodriguez, a renowned archaeologist, had been searching for the lost city of Z for years. The city was said to be hidden behind a veil of lush greenery and treacherous terrain, and many had attempted to find it before, but never returned. Maria's team consisted of her trusted colleagues, Jack and Sophia, along with a local guide, Canuck. Together, they trekked through the unforgiving jungle, facing numerous challenges along the way. The heat was oppressive, and the sounds of the rainforest were both mesmerizing and terrifying. After weeks of traveling, the team stumbled upon an ancient stone structure hidden behind a waterfall. The entrance was guarded by two imposing stone statues, their faces worn by time and the elements. Maria's eyes sparkled with excitement as she realized that this might be the entrance to the lost city of Z. As they ventured deeper into the structure, they discovered intricate carvings and hieroglyphics depicting a civilization that was far more advanced than previously thought. The team carefully documented their findings, aware that they were on the cusp of a groundbreaking discovery. However, their excitement was short-lived. The team soon found themselves trapped in a labyrinthine tunnel system, with no clear exit. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and the sounds of the jungle were replaced by an unsettling silence. As they navigated the tunnels, they stumbled upon an ancient artifact, a golden statue with glowing eyes. Suddenly, the team was confronted by a group of mysterious, hooded figures who seemed to be guardians of the city. The guardians revealed that the lost city of Z was not just a place, it was a test. Those who sought to uncover its secrets had to prove themselves worthy. The team was given a series of challenges, each designed to push them to their limits. As they faced each challenge, Maria's team realized that the lost city of Z was more than just a discovery. It was a journey of self-discovery. They had to confront their deepest fears and work together to overcome the obstacles. In the end, only Maria and Canuck remained. They stood before the heart of the city, a glowing crystal that held the secrets of the ancient civilization. As they touched the crystal, they were flooded with visions of the past and the future. The guardians appeared once more, revealing that Maria and Canuck had passed the test. They were given a choice to take the knowledge and secrets of the lost city of Z back to the world, or to remain in the city and become its new guardians. Maria and Canuck chose to return, armed with the knowledge and secrets of the lost city of Z. As they emerged from the jungle, they knew that their lives would never be the same. The discovery would change the course of history, and they would be remembered as the ones who uncovered the secrets of the lost city of Z.